the head with the game and tell them, I launched this on the App Store and I made $1 million, please pay attention, then they will pay attention. They will not lead, they are not thought leaders. They're a bunch of sheep. They'll follow you. Two people on the weekend in a room. So, I mean, the value of Ali Zafar is debatable, but if any one of these telcos were to start a small fund and just tell these companies that we'll cover the cost of your game, come up with the next Shera Jat for mobile, come up with the next Gulli Danda, come up with the next Ludo, come up with the next Kabaddi. That is going to start the ecosystem. We have 100 million mobiles and 20 million internet users, and they still can't get the iPhone into Pakistan legally. I know that there are issues from Apple, and it's easier said than done, but it's an ecosystem waiting to be tapped. And it's not going to be tapped by studios with 300 people making Avatar or somebody trying to make Need for Speed. We don't have the capability to do that. But two people can make a game which can be a success story, and then that one success story, like these companies just told you about dozens of things that they've done. Or for example, the way we tried to do with Shera, which was we made our own 3D game engine from scratch. We spent 2 years not taking any work and just focusing on Shera and just biting off more than we can chew. In hindsight, it might be a failure. But what we were trying to do was we were trying to throw something in the market that was just start an ecosystem, and everybody would take notice that games can be done in Pakistan, there can be local content, and people will buy this. The missing link was obviously the monetization and the sales, which didn't happen. And that's going to happen in 2010 and 2011 with mobile payments, with e-commerce, and just the whole monetization circle being complete. So, Captain Safeguard, people thought they were crazy to think that a 15-minute animated film could be done in Pakistan. It was thought impossible. Shoestring budget. गाली गलौज पे चीज़ें उतर हैं, डेडलाइंस मिस हो गई, उन्होंने मतलब मैं तुम्हें मरवा दूंगा, मेरी फिल्म नहीं खत्म हो रही, डिले क्यों हो रही है, लोग आगे वहाँ कैंप करना शुरू हो गए, सोना शुरू हो गया दफ्तर में, ये चीज़ खत्म करनी चाहिए. This was done by Post Amazers, as most of you know. Crappy animation, crappy storyline, लेकिन बच्चों को एक सुपर हीरो मिला जो कि सुपरमैन और स्पाइडरमैन नहीं था, और वो उर्दू बोलता था. उन जैसे बच्चे एक मोहल्ले में बीमार हो रहे थे, और उनकी कराची के मोहल्ले थे. 400% increase in sales. The guy who did this was my junior at IDEA. He's one of the fastest rising guys in PNG. He heads Safeguard now in their head office. Sorry.
Sadi bhai, Sadman Khan. PNG. Transfer.
Reminder from Mobilink.
And that one film set the scene for much better animation by other studios, by other brands, and every Tom, Dick and Harry now selling anything wants an animated character selling something in Urdu because they know it can be done. But the first risk taker, the first mover, they reap the huge advantages, and they just kickstart a whole ecosystem where animation is something that children's mothers now understand कि animation क्या होती है, 3D animation क्या होती है, किसी को नहीं पता था. Mindstorm Studios, the one from Lahore, Cricket Revolution. So we suffered because we were ahead of the time, and we tried to do something that the ecosystem didn't support in Pakistan, and we failed with Shera. We're trying to rehash that in a new form in some way, but that's a few months down the road. Cricket Revolution, again, made entirely in Pakistan. It will work because it's online. It's an international game which people outside will play. Secret Builders, obviously, 403 has gone through that. We've done a story about that. So these are games that are original IPs that cater for international audiences and that don't have that missing link as far as monetization is concerned. Facebook is still something that people are trying to grapple with as far as the monetization is concerned, but they're just making casual games which from ad revenue can support some sort of production cost on that. And this is a studio in Islamabad called White Rabbit. They've made Freelance Frenzy, Fly By, Pirate Jumpers, Tintash. So all it takes is one hit, and that the beauty is that that one hit can be made by a single person, by a team of 3 people, by 2 people full time, and 3 graphic designers part time, by just one person walking into any of these companies or any IT company that is doing ERP or financials or whatever, and they're doing really serious work, but they know that iPhone is sexy and there's a lot of money in iPhone, and they know that mobile is sexy, but they don't know about it, or they just don't know the domain well. And you go up to them and you propose something to them, and you tell them that this is what I want to do, give me office space, give me 3 of your people, and we'll do this for 6 months, and if it works out, let's share revenue. I doubt anybody will turn you down if you have a genuine idea. I doubt it. And there are all these underutilized platforms that not a lot of people in the world right now, besides Apple, are really doing a lot of good work in. So there's always space at the top. And the good part about this is that while seeing the expo just 15 minutes before my presentation, I met Asif, who we'll invite later to sort of present. And I think that he represents that sort of mindstorm or the other success stories that are possible out of here. They're basically a value-added services provider for the mobile operators here. They do short code-based campaigns, interactive campaigns, and they've created their own cricket game called Gully Cricket. I wasn't aware of it. They launched officially 10 days ago, and they've got 50,000 downloads in 10 days on all the major telecom networks. They're working with Mobilink, Telenor, and everybody else. They charge 5 rupees for an SMS and 20 rupees for the game itself, and they've got 50,000 downloads on a revenue sharing basis. Most of these telcos, the way they work is they'll say, we know gaming is hot, we'd like to promote it, but we don't know how to do it. Why don't you make a game, take the entire risk, come to us, and we'll go on a revenue share with no guarantees of volumes. And when you ask them how many people download such stuff, they'll be like 5,000, 2,000, 3,000. You know, their figures are really pathetic. And they'll keep 70% of the revenue and give you 30%. So that's how tough it is. But at the same time, there are crazy people out there who are sort of listing stuff, trying to start this ecosystem here. The easy part is putting something on the App Store, putting something for the international market. I'm not saying that we should ignore one and go for the other. That's easier money that way. $100,000 obviously seems more attractive, but that market is tougher. Something like, if I were to launch something like Shera Jet abroad, I'd be clobbered. Like 15 people would buy the game because, you know, recently somebody put this up on Cool Muzone and then on Dig and Facebook, and it got dug, and you know, you have all these guys from the US really making fun of our graphics, and you know, they're like, oh, so this is Pakistan's first arcade game, you know, we released it 20 years ago, what the hell is this, they're living in caves, etc., etc. Fine, but we will play it, because we've never seen a guy in a dhoti doing this. We want to play this, and we'll pay 50 rupees for the CD, we'll pay 100 rupees for the CD, we'll pay 20 bucks for the mobile maybe. So it's the novelty of localized content that gets you noticed, and that's something that the telcos will never understand and will never take a risk on, because they want to invest in Harry Zephyr and billboards and make a TV commercial that costs 1.6 crore, but they will not give a mobile developer 10 lakh rupees to develop a game with localized content. So we need to show them the way, and we sort of need to have these success stories where it's a no-brainer. Basically, it's gaming for dummies for them, where you spell out 2 + 2 is 4. I've been successful on the App Store, I've been successful in other places. Hello. Yeah. Thank you for your time.